like it was more of a punishment. But like Shakira Austin at 13 free throws, Angel Reese at 15. Angel at 15 free throws. Last couple of possessions to go. Shakira Austin or Kiki Iriafen is standing with her hands up. Angel Reese just flings herself backwards into Kiki Iriafen. Down 2 to draw the foul. Then Shakira Austin just throws herself at the basket. She goes 2 for 2 from the line to give them a 2-point lead. She just throws herself off the basket. It's free throws. Brittany Sykes has
The Chicago Sky faced off against the Washington Mystics in an extremely early scheduled contest that took considerable time to conclude. Officials made questionable decisions throughout the entire match, blowing their whistles at nearly every opportunity. One particularly bizarre sequence involved Angel Reese dribbling in reverse, backing into Aaliyah Edwards, stumbling over her own feet, yet somehow earning free throw attempts. The foul calls leading to the eventual clipboard incident were remarkably lenient and questionable. This clipboard breaking moment occurred when Angel Reese approached the sideline and struck a coach's clipboard in frustration. The incident raises questions about media coverage consistency, as similar displays of emotion from other players have received vastly different treatment and criticism regarding temperament issues. The officiating remained problematic throughout, with most favorable calls seemingly going toward Chicago due to their more physical, aggressive style of play.
free throws. Brittany Sykes has 3 free throws. Sorry, has 2 free throws. She missed 2 of them. Sykes, late in the game, Sykes had 2 free throws. Brick. They get the offensive rebound. They come down. Shakira Austin gets an and one. Brick. The Sky come down, whatever, a couple of possessions later. Shakira Austin gets fouled. Brick. They get another offensive rebound, and Shakira Austin scores the layup. Like, this game,
Washington struggled significantly from the free throw line, which made the penalties feel more severe. Shakira Austin attempted 13 free throws while Angel Reese took 15 attempts from the charity stripe. During the final moments, with the score tied, Shakira Austin or Kiki Jefferson stood with raised arms as Angel Reese threw herself backward into Jefferson to draw contact and earn the foul call. Austin then launched herself toward the rim, converting both free throw attempts to establish a 2-point advantage. Brittany Sykes managed 3 free throw opportunities but converted only 1 attempt. Later in the contest, Sykes had another pair of free throw chances but missed both attempts. The team secured the offensive rebound, and during the subsequent possession, Shakira Austin earned an and one opportunity but failed to convert the free throw. Chicago responded with several possessions before Austin again drew contact, missed both attempts, but Washington grabbed another offensive rebound, leading to Austin scoring the layup.
Austin scores the layup. Like, this game was crazy. It was an absolutely crazy game. For the Chicago Sky, there was only 2 players that showed up. Or 3 players showed up, sorry. Angel, like, I really rate Elizabeth Williams so highly. There's a reason why I had her. I've said she's the best bench big in the WNBA. I think I changed my mind on that with Jess Shepard. But, unpopular opinion, Elizabeth Williams is better than Camila Cardoso. Like, Elizabeth Williams is better than...
The contest proved absolutely wild and unpredictable for Chicago. Only 2 or 3 players demonstrated consistent performance levels. Elizabeth Williams deserves tremendous recognition as she was previously considered the premier bench center in the league. Though Jessica Shepard may have claimed that distinction, a controversial viewpoint suggests Elizabeth Williams outperforms Camila Cardoso in overall impact and effectiveness. Chicago supporters hoping for a long-term partnership between Angel Reese and Cardoso may need to reconsider their expectations. The combination simply lacks the necessary chemistry and complementary skills. Williams elevates Reese's performance significantly, and this recent improvement in Reese's play correlates strongly with Williams' presence on the court. While one exceptional game featured Cardoso performing well alongside Reese, the overall trend favors the Williams-Reese pairing.
Camila Cardoso. Like, it is what it is. It is what it is. And, jeez. I hate for Chicago Sky fans, obviously, that are thinking about this, like, duo of Angel and Cardoso being this, like, long-term thing. But let's be real. Let's be real. Like, it's just not It's just not going to be a long-term thing. They're not good enough together. Elizabeth Williams makes Angel Reese so much better. And like everyone talking about this upturn tick for Angel Reese, I understand one of those games was with Cardoso, and Cardoso hooped in that one game. But like at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. Like
The backup point guard situation remains problematic, with both Vanlith and Rhea Jefferson struggling K. Haley Vanlith shows more potential than Jefferson, making Jefferson's playing time questionable. At minimum, Vanlith occasionally provides valuable contributions. Maddie West connected on a crucial three-pointer and performed adequately during her minutes. While opponents targeted her defensively, her overall impact wasn't detrimental. Kia Nurse shot effectively from beyond the arc, connecting on 2 of 3 attempts, though her miss was an airball during a critical fourth-quarter possession for the lead. Beck Allen has experienced a dramatic decline, transforming from the team's most reliable performer to a non-factor over recent games. This sudden downturn appears puzzling given her previously dominant season.
It doesn't really matter. Like for the last 2 years, how great Angel Reese has been with Elizabeth Williams beside her. Like, that is a combo that has got the Chicago Sky competitive again. And like Angel Reese is clearly a difference maker. 15 rebounds, 22 points. Yeah, 15 free throws. How many should she have shot? About 10. She got maybe 2 or 3 absolute BS calls, but in fairness, anything that looked like a foul was given, whereas in a lot of other...
The game showcased decent overall performance from Chicago, primarily driven by the dynamic combination of Angel Reese and Elizabeth Williams. Reese displayed aggressive play, exceptional rebounding, and overall solid execution. She converted her free throw attempts effectively, demonstrating improved shooting consistency. Lucy Olson contributed positively during her playing time, hitting important shots despite recording a -8 rating. Dolson made minimal impact, while Jade Melbourne endured an off night. Shook Sutton exceeded expectations significantly, proving far more capable than initially anticipated. Her WNBA performance this season has been surprisingly effective and valuable. Sykes connected on a nice mid-range pull-up shot, but the contest highlighted why Citron earned all-star recognition while Sykes did not.
Thing that looked like a foul was given, whereas in a lot of other games, unless they were 100% sure, they're not going to give it. So she got the best whistle today. And both of these teams had a whistle. Rachel Banham, I thought, was exceptional. Only 13. It felt like louder than 13. It was a loud 13. It was a loud 13. Like, Rachel Banham's coming off a 20-point game, 13-11. So she's on a really good run at the minute. It's just a pity the team can't win a game. But yeah, the Sky are as good as out of the playoff streak, to be honest. That backup point guard, whether it be Vanlith or Mariah Jefferson, Haley Vanlith's better than...
Citron dominated multiple statistical categories at various points, leading the team in points, rebounds, and assists simultaneously. Although Shakira Austin eventually surpassed her in scoring during the final stretch, Citron finished with 13 points and delivered a massive three-pointer when trailing by 1 to secure the lead. Kiki Uren struggled considerably throughout the contest, showing poor decision-making and execution. Aaliyah Edwards demonstrated superior performance regardless of plus-minus statistics, outplaying Uren significantly. Edwards appeared much more effective than Uren.
Point guard, whether it be Vanlith or Mariah Jefferson. Haley Vanlith's better than Mariah Jefferson. I'll give them that. HVL is better than Jefferson. There's no point playing Mariah Jefferson. At least Haley Vanlith can sometimes give you something. Maddie Westbeld hitting a big three-point shot as well. Like, I didn't think she was that bad when she was on. She was okay. They kind of cooked her on defense a bit, but like, she wasn't that bad. Kia Nurse, 2 of 3 from 3, but the one she missed was an air ball for the lead in the fourth. Beck Allen has just gone.
Nevertheless, Uran remains an elite young center with tremendous potential. Born in late 2003, she possesses the skills and athleticism to become a dominant. Pre-draft evaluations may have underestimated her capabilities, but this particular game will be remembered for one specific moment rather than her overall development. The social media narrative will focus exclusively on one incident, Angel Reese's frustrated clipboard strike with 29 seconds remaining in a tied game. While the foul call was soft, it was technically correct. Reese made a poor decision by convincing Tyler Marsh to challenge an unchallenged call, resulting in a lost timeout that prevented them from having a timeout to tie the game with 3 seconds remaining. Despite this mistake, Reese's overall performance was commendable and represents her recent improved play. Her enhanced performance directly benefits Chicago's long-term prospects, as her individual success correlates with team success. The frustrated clipboard incident represents a minor moment that shouldn't overshadow her positive contributions. The situation raises questions about media coverage consistency and potential double standards in how similar incidents are portrayed depending on the player involved. When comparable situations occurred with other players, the media response and characterization differed significantly. Previous incidents involving water bottles rather than clipboards received vastly different treatment, with some media members making inappropriate characterizations about players' behavior and privileges. The media's failure to address these inconsistencies establishes problematic precedents for coverage standards. This situation demonstrates how similar actions receive different interpretations and consequences depending on the player involved, suggesting systemic issues with media coverage and accountability in professional sports journalism. A recent Chicago Sky vs. Washington Mystics matchup showcased both exceptional individual performance and concerning behavioral issues that have sparked widespread discussion across basketball communities. The game highlighted the ongoing complexities surrounding player conduct and league officiating standards. Angel Reese demonstrated remarkable improvement during the contest, continuing a positive trajectory that has been evident across her recent performances. Over the past several games, her court awareness and shot selection have shown significant enhancement, leading to more efficient offensive contributions. Her statistical output reflected this development, connecting on 5 of 9 field goal attempts for a solid 55% shooting percentage, while converting 12 of 15 free throw opportunities. The forward's dominant presence resulted in 22 points and an impressive 15 rebounds, with 13 of those boards coming on the defensive end. This performance elevated her field goal percentage above 40% when considering her recent string of games, demonstrating clear progress in her offensive efficiency and decision-making abilities. The officiating during this particular contest drew considerable attention, with multiple questionable calls affecting game flow. Reese benefited significantly from referee decisions, attempting 15 free throws compared to other players on the court who managed no more than 6 attempts each. This disparity in foul calls became a focal point of post-game analysis and commentary. However, the most significant incident occurred during a coaching interaction that has generated substantial controversy. During what appeared to be routine sideline instruction, Reese exhibited behavior that many observers deemed completely unacceptable for professional sports. The incident involved physically striking a device from a coach's hands, creating an immediate disruption that was captured on broadcast cameras. This action represents a fundamental breach of professional conduct and respect for coaching staff. Such behavior crosses established boundaries regarding player-coach relationships and demonstrates a troubling lack of maturity and professionalism. The incident has drawn comparisons to how similar actions might be penalized if committed by other players, with many suggesting that consistent enforcement of conduct standards remains problematic. The timing of this behavioral lapse proved particularly unfortunate, occurring during a period when Reese's on-court performance had been trending positively. Her recent games had shown marked improvement in shot selection, defensive positioning, and overall basketball IQ. The contrast between her developing court skills and her conduct issues has created a complex narrative around her professional development. League observers and analysts have called for significant disciplinary action, suggesting that such disrespectful behavior toward coaching staff warrants suspension rather than simple monetary penalties. The argument centers on establishing clear consequences for conduct that undermines team hierarchy and professional standards. The incident has reignited discussions about player accountability and the importance of maintaining appropriate boundaries between athletes and coaching personnel. Many view this as a test case for how the league will handle serious breaches of professional conduct, particularly given the visibility and influence of the players involved. Commentary from various basketball communities has been largely critical, with many expressing disappointment that such promising on-court development was overshadowed by poor decision-making and lack of emotional control. The incident has been characterized as particularly problematic given that it occurred during what should have been a celebration of improved performance. The broader implications extend beyond individual accountability to questions about team culture and organizational response to player misconduct. How the Chicago Sky organization addresses this situation will likely influence future standards for player behavior and coaching respect throughout the league. The contrast between Reese's statistical achievements and her behavioral choices has created a complex situation that highlights ongoing challenges in professional sports development. While her basketball skills continue to evolve positively, the incident serves as a reminder that athletic ability must be accompanied by appropriate professional conduct and respect for team structure. This situation has generated extensive discussion about consistency in disciplinary actions and whether all players face equal consequences for similar violation. The incident has become a significant talking point. The response from basketball communities has been overwhelmingly critical, with many expressing frustration that such behavior detracts from legitimate athletic achievements and creates unnecessary controversy. The incident has been viewed as particularly damaging given the positive momentum that had been building around Reese's improved court performance. Team management now faces the challenge of addressing this conduct while maintaining team cohesion and establishing clear expectations for future behavior. The decision regarding disciplinary action will likely influence how similar situations are handled throughout the league and may set important precedents for professional conduct standards. The incident serves as a stark reminder that professional athletics requires both skill development and behavioral maturity, with both elements being essential for sustained success and positive representation of teams and leagues. The critics are experiencing complete emotional breakdowns as Caitlin Clark secures her position as captain of the WNBA All-Star Game. The reaction on social platforms has been absolutely extraordinary to observe. While detractors spent countless hours composing lengthy criticisms about her demeanor, genuine supporters were actively participating in the voting process. The contradiction here is simply perfect. Following the All-Star announcement, Clark acknowledged the significance of fan participation in the selection process. She expressed enthusiasm about the opportunity to compete in her home city, recognizing the extensive behind-the-scenes work that brought the event there. Her focus remained on creating an exceptional all-star experience for the WNBA, the best the league has ever witnessed. Clark's historic achievement becomes even more remarkable when examining the numbers. She accumulated nearly 3 million votes, establishing a new WNBA all-star voting record. This total exceeded the combined votes of every 2023 all-star participant. Such figures demonstrate her unprecedented influence on league engagement and fan interest. Regarding team selection, Clark indicated her intention to choose teammates for her squad, though she admitted uncertainty about the exact draft process, having learned of her captaincy just hours earlier. Her primary objective centered on assembling a competitive team featuring familiar faces from her current roster. The discourse surrounding Clark's selection reveals fascinating dynamics within basketball commentary. Critics who claim indifference to her success paradoxically dedicate enormous energy to analyzing her every performance. These individuals consistently tune into Fever games, post daily commentary about her play, and scrutinize her statistics with obsessive detail. Their behavior essentially positions them as her most dedicated viewing audience, despite their stated opposition. Common criticisms include her turnover numbers, yet this perspective lacks basketball context. Elite point guards who handle significant offensive responsibilities typically lead their leagues in turnovers. Clark's ball handling volume and offensive creation naturally result in higher turnover totals, a standard expectation for players in her position. Team success arguments also lack substance when examined closely. The Indiana Fever has shown remarkable improvement this season, transforming into a competitive unit when Clark plays. Comparisons to other highlighted players reveal inconsistencies in this criticism. Some promoted players compete for teams with minimal wins yet receive praise, while Clark faces scrutiny despite superior team performance. Social media reactions have provided endless entertainment, with numerous viral posts expressing outrage about the voting results. Many critics who authored these complaints apparently failed to participate in the actual voting process, preferring to criticize rather than support their preferred candidates. The irony extends to viewing habits, where supposed fans of other players consistently watch Clark's games when multiple contests occur simultaneously. These individuals claim allegiance to various players, but invariably choose to watch Clark perform, revealing their true interests despite public statements. Comparisons to other elite players like Paige Bueckers highlight statistical realities. While Bueckers undeniably possesses exceptional talent, Clark currently produces superior numbers across multiple categories, including points, assists, rebounds, and team victories. Their effective field goal percentages remain comparable, yet Clark maintains her edge in overall production and impact. Media voting patterns created additional controversy, with some voters selecting injured players who missed significant portions of the season while questioning Clark's worthiness. These same voters criticized Clark's turnover rate while supporting players with higher turnover numbers and reduced availability. The rigged narrative lacks logical foundation. Fan voting determined the outcome, reflecting Clark's popularity and entertainment value. Her ability to sell tickets and drive viewership represents successful job performance rather than system manipulation. The WNBA operates as a business entity, and Clark has become its most valuable asset in recent years. Timing of the outrage reveals additional contradiction. Previous seasons saw complaints about Clark receiving insufficient recognition as a rookie. Now, with demonstrated improvement, enhanced team success, and league-leading performance, critics argue she receives excessive attention. This position defies rational explanation. The college fan base criticism particularly lacks merit. Clark's collegiate supporters became WNBA viewers because of her presence, exactly the growth the league desperately needed. Dismissing new fans because they initially followed Clark represents counterproductive gatekeeping that undermines league expansion efforts. Turnover-based arguments become even weaker when examining year-over-year improvement. Clark's current season shows reduced turnover rates compared to her previous campaign, while simultaneously increasing her production in points, assists, and rebounds. Yet critics somehow view this improved performance as less deserving of recognition. Team success metrics support Clark's selection when properly analyzed. The Fever demonstrates significantly better performance with Clark on the court, and their seasonal improvement has been substantial. Critics focus on isolated